Hey y'all, it's Blackgirlmarvel. I don't know what that is, but anyway, I've been having a day, so yeah. Anywho, let's get to this review of Saltburn. This is day 7. Technically, it's day 8, but anyway, it's day 7 of my 31 days of reviews featuring Saltburn. Saltburn is currently available on Amazon Prime Video, and if you want my spoiler-free version, go check out my my TikTok and my Instagram. If you want the spoiled version, you are in the right place because it's on my YouTube. So make sure that you sub and hit that bell so you know when I start doing even more stuff than I'm doing right now. That being said, Saltburn is a 2023 film, black comedy, written and directed by Emerald Fennell, who also, I believe she wrote and directed Promising Young Woman. If she didn't direct it as well, but I know she at least wrote it, or I believe her last name is pronounced Fennell, not Fennell. Maybe I'm doing too much. Maybe it's both. Maybe it's either or. I don't know. But she did write and direct Promising Young Woman. It was her directorial debut. I don't know, man. What can I say about Saltburn? Saltburn was pretty awesome. It's rife with like themes, and I don't think my brain latched on to all of them. You know, I have to go back for multiple watches because it's so good and there's so many things and it's layered so much that's just awesome. So this film stars Barry Keoghan, Jacob Elordi, Richard Grant, and Rosamund Pike. And let's start with Rosamund Pike. She's amazing in this. Okay, I've seen a billion films with her in it. She's amazing across the board, but this one was a step outside of what she does. It was magic. I loved everything she did in this. I personally felt like she transformed, and for me, transforming doesn't mean you got to dress up like, you know, like the Penguin, like Colin Farrell did, but you can just transform and embody a character so heavily that it's just chef's kiss, and that's what she gets. Richard Grant was amazing as the father of Felix, played by Jacob Elordi. Just a man that seems very happy and then lost and then confused when the times called for it. Richard Grant was great in this. Both him and Rosamund Pike were hilarious because, like I said before, this is a black comedy, so it has some dark humor that I found, one, refreshing, and that I found hilarious. So Barry Keoghan and Jacob Elordi were amazing in this, and so were the two actors that played Farley and Venetia. They were great. They were perfectly cast for this. There is a bathroom scene with Venetia, and she's talking to Barry Keoghan's character, Oliver, and the acting in that is a masterclass. That scene is a masterclass of acting. She took her time with that scene. She poured herself into that scene. She was amazing. Jacob Elordi, despite his disrespect of the Kissing Booth films, which I'm not like a big old fan of them, but I did enjoy them. They served a purpose, and they put you in the career that you're in now, so I think you should appreciate them. That being said, he was amazing. To play this kind of rich, semi-shallow, but still kind of shallow, rich boy that was pretty much the heart and soul of his entire family, it was nice to see from him. It's nice that he has those acting chops, but again, you shouldn't downplay what put you in the position to show off those acting chops. Yeah. Barry Keoghan was a tour de force. He was amazing in this. He played Oliver. Let me tell you about this film, okay? This film has Oliver, who comes to Oxford on a scholarship. He comes from a middle-class family, and he finds himself amongst the elite in this UK school. And immediately people are disrespectful to him. Immediately they make fun of his clothes. Immediately they make fun of the fact that he is a scholarship kid and that his parents didn't pay for him to get in it. I don't think they understand how hard it is to get into a school on a scholarship. It's not easy. It's not. And throughout this film, Oliver makes you, like, you bleed for him. You know, you feel bad for him until you find out that bro been plotting on this one family since the beginning of the... So Jacob Elordi's Felix is pretty much part of a dynasty. The Catton or Catan or Cotton, I don't know how it's Catton, I believe is how you pronounce their last name. And everybody on campus knows this family. Like, just a mention of them is kind of like, they're amazing, but they don't know who I am, and I'm lowly. So this family is known by everybody on this campus. You could pretty much say they probably run this campus. Felix takes it upon himself to feel bad for Oliver and what he's going through, and decides to bring him back to the family compound called Saltburn. And once Oliver gets there, all hell breaks loose. Farley, who is Felix's cousin, doesn't like Oliver from the jump. They had a bad introduction with each other via a teacher, and it just went south from there. The way Oliver worms his way into this family and manipulates this family is a sight to see. It comes off guard. You end up feeling bad for the rich entitled people with how he does these. Oliver is kind of like a Black Widow in a sense, but also like a moth in a sense, because they do bring up the fact that he's a moth in the film as like another theme of that he just eats his way through this family, and nobody suspects him. And when they do suspect him, they don't have proof to prove it. So what can you do? And Oliver worms his way into this family, killing off everybody one by one. Now, I know this is a spoiler reaction. I should tell you how he kills everybody, but I want you to watch the film so you can enjoy that part by yourself. And then you come back here and you read a comment and you talk to me about it. You hear me? You better do it. But this movie was wild. I know everybody's talking about the bathroom scene in which, I'm going to spoil it. So if you don't want to hear about the bathroom scene, pass this part. But the bathroom scene in which Jacob Elordi's Felix masturbates in a tub while Barry Keown's Oliver watches and seems a little turned on but a little disgusted at the same time. And when Felix leaves the bathroom and drains the tub, Oliver makes his way into the bathroom unseen. Mind you, their rooms are conjoined, so they share a bathroom. And he gets into the tub and he rubs his face all over the tub and the water, like the semen-filled water. He just laps it up and drinks it and sucks it out of the drain. It's a very interesting scene, but it plays a part in this film. And that's what I mean. I feel like as a society, we've gone into gratuitous nature and it doesn't mean anything. And people might see this scene as gratuitous. They might see some of the other scenes, like the ending scene where he's pretty much dry humping a grave of Felix, because Felix dies. Okay? He dies, and the servants, the workers in the house, they're all broken to bits. And there's a scene where Oliver dry humps Felix's grave, his fresh grave. And I mean, naked and everything. And shout out to Barry Keown for just being fearless and just getting, and doing what he needed to do. Because I heard that scene was improvised, that the director allowed him to just do whatever he wanted in his moment. And that's what he chose to do. And I felt like it informed the character even more than we already. Saltburn is an amazing film that's so layered that like one viewing won't be enough. Now, you might have some time in between that second or third viewing, however you want to do it. Makes sense. This is a lot of content. It's heavy content. It brings up a lot of just like avarice and greed and consumption. This film was pretty dope. And the person that you wanted to win from the beginning wins in the end, but you don't like how he wins. He wins by killing everybody. And honestly, he wins by playing the exact same game that these rich people play with the people in their lives. The only difference is he took it to murder. Okay. And they take it to like isolation and pushing you away and leaving you. This film speaks a lot about attachment and people that are close to you, and are you allowing the right people to be close to you? How do you treat other people? It's a lot more than what this 10 minutes I'm gonna get through, but this is all I'm gonna give y'all. Go watch the movie Saltburn on Amazon Prime right now. Tell them I sent you. And then once you watch it, come back and let's talk about it more. Or if you want to really talk about it more, go to my Discord, join my Discord, let's talk. But all in all, thank you for joining me. Go watch Saltburn and follow me.